I don't care who I work with. As long as it's not that guy in the cowboy hat.
Well, I'd be honored to work with you. Can I just call you Ills? It has a nice androgynous ring to it.
I only went by that name in my experimental years at Wellesley.
Welcome to my humble abode. I can almost see Alabama from here. How do you like the decor?
Frankly, zebra skins make me a little queasy.
Ooh, wild animals are just itching to be killed. When I bagged that one, she was running alongside her baby, just like Bambi on the savannah. Got 'em both with one shot. Well, enough about the good times. Let's talk about the book, Miss McGhee, by Bett Norris.
You mean you actually read the book? What are the last books you read?
Yes, I do actually read a book once in a while. Although not usually this gay. Let's see. Last Christmas I read The Joy of Taxidermy. And at Easter I read Bunker Buster's 100 Recipes for Life After the Big One.
My last two prior to Miss McGhee were A Taxonomy of Feminist Intellectual Traditions and The Voyages of Dr. Dolittle. What? You don't think that big pink snail had some psychosexual significance? Anyway, let's proceed.
Well, to me, this was a book about a simpler time. You had an old spinster, Miss McGhee, running from her past, going to a new town and raising hell there too. Trying to seduce a happily married woman and all.
Mary McGhee wasn't raising hell. She was trying to fix a company that was going under, and, since Lila Dubose and her husband, Tommy, owned the company, it was only natural that she got to become good friends with Lila. Mary just tried to make the town a better place to live. For everyone.
Ooh, you and I both know Mary McGhee was going for that toaster. Leela was totally hetero until Mary enticed her with promises of driving lessons and oral sex.
You're out of your mind. Lila married a special needs man because her father had told her to.
As it should be. The child should respect and honor her parents.
Anyway, Lila was in a sham marriage and she and Mary became increasingly attracted to each other and fell in love. The book details about 16 or 17 years in their lives together. Those Leave It to Beaver times were difficult ones for a lesbian couple, especially in a small southern town, where it was difficult to be together.
Difficult times only because they hadn't invented gay deprogramming techniques back then.
The other major issue of the book was about how segregation was deeply ingrained in society, especially the South. One of the interesting facets of the book is how Lila changes in regard to segregation during the 2 decades. As Mary and Lila become more attuned to each other's views about segregation, it's ironic that they begin to have more problems. The way Bett Norris handled this was wonderful. She also brought the Klan to life in a way seldom seen in novels.
Now, Hills, just 'cause a man wears a white poncho and plays with fire doesn't mean he's in the KKK. They were just trying to protect their neighborhood. Yep. A simpler, happier time with strong family values.
Yeah, a simpler and happier time, when homosexuality was a crime and Jim Crow laws were institutionalized. I thought it was an excellent book. Well written, complex characters and relationships, wonderful dialogue. I'll give it 4 stars. With an extra star for the minor character, Sammy, who made several appearances in the book. She was almost a scene stealer, except that Lila spoke volumes, while saying very little in their scenes together. What great characters. The push and pull with Mary and Lila was really realistic and full of tension. I'll be reading this one again. To quote my little blonde buddy, it's a win.